Hello there, fourth graders. Welcome to your next math lesson. Please take out your math notebook, open up to the next available page, and at the top of that page, write the title of today's lesson, which is called Multiply with Regrouping. And really, this is something we've already done in some of the past math lessons. It's just we're focused specifically on the regrouping part. So we've already been doing multiplication problems, and we've already been regrouping. The portion of today's, the purpose of today's math lesson is just to make sure everyone knows exactly how to do that. So let's say we had the problem 57 times 6. First of all, a little vocabulary. Remember that when you are multiplying numbers, both numbers that you're multiplying are called factors, and the answer to a multiplication problem is called the product. Also, remember that if we did this problem like this, if we did 6 times 50 first, and then 6 times 7, and then we added those two partial products together at the end, that would be called using the distributive property. And remember, I showed you that you can do that with an area model. You can put the 6 right here and separate the triangle into two parts. One part represents 50, the other part represents 7. You put the answer to 6 times 50 here, the answer to 6 times 7 here, then you add those two answers and you get the final answer. So you do 6 times 5, that's 30. This 0 from the factor goes in the product. Then you do 6 times 7, that's 42. So you find the answer to 6 times 50 separately, and this answer to 6 times 7 separately, and then 30 plus 42, 300 plus 42 is 342. So that's the answer using the distributive property. But today we're focused actually on using the standard algorithm, just the normal way of finding the answer. And so when you're doing it that way, you do 6 times 7, and that's 42. So it's actually similar, because we're really doing the same thing. Because we're multiplying 6 times 7, then we're multiplying 6 times 5, but it's really 6 times 50, because that 5 is in the tens place. So really, over here, we're really kind of doing the same thing as we're doing over here. We're really still using the distributive property, if you think about it. But in order to do it this way, you have to know how to regroup. So notice 6 times 7 is 42. That's a two-digit number, and we can't fit both of those two-digit numbers in this one place value position right here. So what we do is we put the 4 in 42, we carry it up above the tens place, and we put the 2 right here. So 6 times 7 equals 42. And then we do 6 times 5, and this part's important. You do 6 times 5, that's 30, and then you add what you carried above the tens place. So 6 times 5 is 30, plus that 4 is 34. Now, we really do carry that 3 up above the hundreds place, and then it just falls right down because there is no hundreds place. So it's 6 times 5 is 30, plus 4 is 34. Now, you don't actually have to write the 3 up there and make it fall down. You can just put the 3 here, but I just want to show you that that is what's happening. So 57 times 6 is 342. Let's do another example where we have to regroup. Let's do 96 times 8. Okay? So we just do the 8 times the 6, then we do the 8 times the 9, but we have to regroup. We do 8 times 6, that's 48, and we can't fit 48 in this one place value position here, so we carry the 4 above the 9, and the 8 goes right here. Then we do 8 times 9, that's 72, and we have to add this 4 to the 72, so we get 76. And again, the 7 goes here in the hundreds place because there is no hundreds place up here. So if we were to carry the 7 there, there's nothing to add it to, so it would just fall right down here. So that's the answer, 768. Let's do another example. Let's do 64 times 7. So we do 7 times 4 first, and that's 28, but we have to regroup. So the 2 in 28 goes above the 6, and the 8 in 28 goes here. So 7 times 4 is 28. Then we do 7 times 6, that's 42. We have to add the 2 that we carried, so that's 44. So the answer is 448. Okay, now I'm going to give you a couple independent problems to do. Do 36 times 9 and do 43 times 8. Go ahead and do your very best on those two problems, and when you're finished solving those independently, click on the video attached under this one to see if you did them correctly, and I will see you there. This is Mr. Dauber signing off. Hi there.
Hey, where's the lovely